All right, we are on air. It is Thursday, February 1st. Happy February. This is a meeting for active development tasks for Backdrop CMS. Quick announcement, we did hear back from the Software Freedom Conservancy this week. They said they're really excited to get us on board now that they have all the documents they need, and we should be getting everything we need from them next Wednesday. So hopefully next Wednesday or next time we have this meeting, we'll have more information about what our roadmap looks like for officially joining Conservancy, which is great. Like when we'll get access to what and what they need from us and what that'll mean. So that'll be fun. In the past week, I have been living in the world of breadcrumbs and have created 2 new breadcrumb modules for Backdrop. One of them is called Easy Breadcrumb, and that's a module that creates breadcrumbs based on your URL path. So if you want your breadcrumbs to match your URL and not necessarily your menu, you can use that module. It's support from a Drupal 7 module. It was pretty straightforward, took a couple of hours, and it doesn't have an official release yet, but I'd like to request anyone who wants breadcrumbs based on their URLs to give it a test. And if it's good, then I'll create an official release. I also created a super crazy project called Dropdown Breadcrumbs, which based on your taxonomy trail will give you a breadcrumb that's sort of a drop-down menu and shows you all of the other taxonomy terms that are siblings of the breadcrumb you're on. And it's something that's a requirement for a project I'm working on. And as I was working on it, I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. I wonder if anyone else needs it. So I created a contrib project for that too. So if anyone wants to play with breadcrumb options, there are 2 new modules there. Both of them still on GitHub, they don't have official releases yet, but I wanted to point to them in case anyone needed breadcrumb help. A couple of things we're working on for the website, specifically around modules, themes, and layout pages are itemized in issue number 442 in the backdropcms.org queue. I think working on modules is going to be our primary focus between now and Backdrop 110. So if you're interested in working on that, you can. As Olaf mentioned before we started the broadcast, we need to add a search box to the forum site. I think that's a great idea, and we'll get going on that. And the API site soon will get a copy of the new theme that's on both backdropcms.org and the forum site currently. The one important announcement for this meeting is that Backdrop version 1.9.2, which is, or 1.9.1, which is the next release, should be coming soon, probably Sunday or Monday this week. We have 2 pretty big bug fixes that we'd like to roll out right away. None of them are end of the world sort of things, but we would love to get them in if we can. And then hopefully we'll be sending a newsletter then as well. And then Backdrop 110 is scheduled for May 15th. As we mentioned, we want to include some improvements to modules, themes, and layouts. And we have an issue for that. We have a lot of issues, but I think issue 37 is going to be the biggest one. And 15, 17 will help us include screenshots for all projects. So progress on those. And that's probably all that's real important to talk about for 110. We've got a bunch of other stuff we're working on as well, like translation improvements and media library improvements as well. All of those issues are in the 110 milestone in the GitHub issue tracker for Backdrop. And I think that's all that's important that we have to talk about this week. Olaf, did you think of anything else while I was running through the agenda?
No, don't think so.
Okay, that's great. All right, Nate is away this week at a Lullabot company retreat, so he says he's sorry he can't be here. But I've been working with him in Gitter to work on the latest, the next release, which should be coming out soon, and everyone else who's doing great stuff in Gitter too. So thanks everybody for continuing to do all the work, and we will see you there or in the meetings next week. Thanks for coming to this meeting, Olaf.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.